Dear students, parents and teachers, good morning all. This is examination time. Now you know everything. Your content is okay. You are very well prepared. Now your aim is to score high on your examination. In this video, I am going to share some of the specific things that you need to do in order to score high on your examination. And I am MANIKANDAN. You are watching MANIKANDAN Service to Mankind. I have a mission and I have a vision. I want to bring transformation in millions of students' life. I want to uplift their attitude. I want to shower light on their lives. If you are genuinely interested in my mission of bringing transformation in students' life, if you really want to help others, then you like, subscribe and share this video to your friends and relatives. Let's get started. The first thing you must have is you must have a clear idea about timing. Example, your examination time is 3 hours. Now you divide the total time between each part, leaving 20 minutes at the end for revision. You need not divide the total time equally for all the parts. Example, your question consists of 5 parts. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4 and Part 5. In Part 1, you have to answer some 15 one-mark questions. So you need not spend much time on answering these questions. 10 minutes, that's okay. In Part 2, you have to answer 10 short questions. Now you can allocate 40 minutes for that part. That means 4 minutes for each answer. Okay, this way you can divide the total time based on the length and mark of those answers. But you must have the preparation and time allocation days before the examination, right? Until and unless we have a clarity on timing, we spend more time on writing some few short questions so beautifully and neatly in the beginning. And by the time we reach the last 10 mark questions, we will be rushing through it and missing out marks over there. So, wear a watch while taking examination and make sure you are executing the time allocation in accordance with your plan. That is super important, right? See, the second tip is you will get time for reading the questions in the beginning. I think some 10 or 15 minutes for the board exam. Use this time wisely. Be calm and composed. Read the questions and comprehend it. Make a mind map on answering these questions. Choose the right questions. Right questions in the sense, suppose you are writing science examination, then diagrams, comparison, derivation, formula, sums, these questions can be chosen because answering these questions you will be awarded full marks. Then read the question right from the beginning to the end without leaving even a single word, because sometimes in the excitement we read some few words in the beginning and we jump right into answering it because we have seen a familiar question before. Okay, so read the question thoroughly and completely. In the board examination, compulsory questions are there, right? Please attempt those questions. Even if you don't know the answer, you write the answer. Who knows, sometimes you may be writing in a right way, so you will be awarded marks. And sometimes that questions may be from out of syllabus. So your examiner will decide, your examiner will discover that questions from the out of syllabus and they will decide to give you the marks. So my suggestion is attempt every single question because there is no negative marks. So you are not going to lose anything. Right? Okay. Now a super important question. How do you present your answer sheet in a best way? because presentation and creating impression go a long way. Let's move on to that part. How do you present the answer sheet in a best way? When you get exam answer sheet, you can find margin on left side. On right, top and bottom, you draw imaginary margin. That means you need not draw margins using pencil and ruler, but you draw imaginary margin and you write the answers within that frame neatly and legibly. Definitely, this is for sure, it will make a good impression in examiner's mind. While taking maths examination, you put a margin on the right side and you can do the rough work and calculations on that margin. And once you finish your answer, you don't forget to cross out that rough work. For a graph paper, don't forget to put the question number at the top left corner of the graph paper. And don't forget to write the scale and label the axis. Similar is the case for social science exam. Don't forget to put the question number at the top left corner of the map. Try to write as neatly and legibly as possible and leave some space between words and leave space between sentences. See, between answers you can leave 2-line space. And end of each answer you can draw a line. That means you are telling your examiner that your answer is complete. See, if you want to cut something out, then use a single line to cut it out. Don't make whole spider web or paint over it. No need. Then suppose you are writing a social science or science examination or any other exam, some detailed questions. See, in between, in the paragraph, you have some relevant points, some central key points or key words are there. Now you can emphasize, you can highlight that points and words by underlining that points using pencil and scale. Never use any color sketches or pens, just pencil, that is enough. So it will comfort your examiner to find out that key points easily. By the way, you can make a good impression on your exam paper. Now I will show you one of the test papers written by my 6th standard student Karthikeyan for your reference.
Hey, dear friends, this can be used as a reference. As I said earlier, this is one of the test papers written by my 6th standard student Karthikeyan. See here, right, left, top and bottom. He has left a margin, he has drawn a margin, and at the end of each answer you can draw an underline, but he hasn't drawn underline, but you can draw. And while, see here, the space between the words and the space between the sentence, that is mandatory. And the end of each answer you have to draw a line so that you are telling your examiner that you have completed your answer. Now see this diagram. While drawing the diagram, it must be neat and it must be legible. You must label the parts. How beautiful has he written all the answers and how well has he drawn the picture. See here, this can be used as a reference, and he hasn't drawn the lines, but you can draw. See here, while drawing the diagrams, you must label the parts and try to label the parts on the right side. But if it has more parts, then you can label the parts on the right side or left side. but it must be neat.
I hope this video will be helpful for you to score high marks in your exam, and I wish you all success on your exam. I'll upload my school life experience soon. Till then, you take care. Bye.